Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Charmin's Kitchen. I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to each and every one of you. As you know, the kids are off from school and I like to make them their homemade snacks. So today we're going to be making some corn mutton pie, and this here is a very delicious treat for the kids and even for the adults. So before I move along with the recipe, I would like to say Happy 4th of July to all my US friends and family. I wish you and your family a happy, safe, and blessed day. So for our dough, we just need 3 simple ingredients along with some very cold water. I have my all-purpose flour here. I have my butter and I have my vegetable shortening. Butter, shortening, and water should be very cold. Let's get down to business. So first of all, I'm gonna go in and add my butter in there. Shortening, and I tried to cut them up into small pieces so it'll be easy for me to break down in the flour. So we're gonna mix everything to combine our shortening and butter together until everything becomes like wet sand. Eventually I'm gonna go in with my hands, but almost when everything is really mixed in. So the texture that we're looking for is a wet sandy texture like this. So now that I feel all that butter and vegetable shortening is well and incorporate into the flour, I'm gonna go ahead and add my cold water to knead the dough, and this is a rustic dough we're gonna be kneading. So I'm gonna add my water little by little and then continue to knead until we have everything combined together. So my rustic dough is ready. Just want to bring in all the dry pieces together. Not much kneading here, and then I'm just gonna wrap it up and leave it in the refrigerator until I'm done with the filling. So I'm gonna wrap it up here nicely. And then this is going in the fridge. I separated the dough into 2 pieces because it's gonna be easier for me to work with. While the dough is sitting in the fridge, I'm gonna prepare some fresh ingredients for the corn mutton filling. I have here some green onions, regular onion, wirrie pepper, any pepper can work. I'm adding some cilantro. I grated a carrot, and I'm gonna be adding some green peas into the corn mutton. I'm using, this is a Salisbury brand corn mutton, and this one is from New Zealand. I love New Zealand products because they are very nice and rich and grass-fed. These are grass-fed corn mutton. The corned beef from New Zealand is nice too. I love their cheese and their milk as well, butter too. So I'm gonna open my corn mutton, and we don't need to use oil to fry this up because this have enough fat in it. So I'm gonna fry it up. I like to add some fresh seasoning in there to make it nice and delicious. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and fry up our green peas because this is frozen green peas. So with no oil in the pan, I'm gonna add my peas. They're frozen. I just want to warm them up a little before I go in with my onions. I'm gonna go in and add my onions. We're gonna mix the two. And saute for about a minute and a half or so without any oil. Now we're gonna go in and add our corn mutton in there, and then we're gonna mix it in. See how much fat it have here? That's why I didn't add any oil to the pan to fry the onions and the green peas. So we're gonna mix in all this. You can add some potatoes in here as well. Today I'm gonna skip potatoes and I'm gonna do it with the corn mutton, my peas and carrots to add a little bit of extra sweetness and texture to the filling. We're gonna go in and add our shredded carrot or grated carrots. I'm gonna leave all the measurement and ingredients used today in the description box, and then we wanna mix everything in. So now I'm gonna add my green onions, cilantro, and hot pepper. We're gonna mix everything up nicely like that. And if you notice, I didn't add any salt because corned beef have enough salt. It's already salted. So we're gonna skip salt. You can taste it, and if you like to add additional stuff, you can go right ahead. I like to add a little bit of black pepper as well, but I'm adding hot pepper, so I'm gonna skip black pepper today. So this is looking good. I like that the peas and the carrots is in there, so you have a beautiful color. When you bite into your pie, you're gonna have some vegetable and meat in there. So this is ready. I'm gonna turn my stove off and leave it to sit until it's completely cooled off before we start the filling process. It's time to start putting together our corn mutton pies. So first of all, we're gonna flour up the surface to roll the dough out. Let's see here. And my filling is already cooled off. You don't want to fill it with hot filling, so remember that. And then we're gonna go as thin as about 1/2 inch or so thickness. About this thickness will give us the nice crust that we need. And then I'm gonna go in and make little circles like that. You can make them any shape of your choice, doesn't matter. I'm gonna remove the extra pieces, but we're not throwing them away. I'm gonna leave these in the fridge until I'm ready to fill out another batch. Out of this set, I cut out 7 pies, but there's a lot more dough in the fridge for me to work with. So we're gonna roll this a little bit flatter so we have enough room to work with and enough space to close it back. And then we're gonna go in here and add our filling just like that, like when we're making chicken patties. You can add any meat of your choice for this recipe, and you can add a vegetarian filling if you're a vegetarian person. So you can do like this with your fingers. I really like the rusticness to do it with the fingers like that, or I'll show you another way. And then I like to press it down a little, and this one is ready. This is another way I'm gonna do this one. Fold it over, and then you take a fork like this if you want to make it nice and pretty like that, and just squeeze the edges down to seal the filling from falling out, just like that. It also looks beautiful, but my favorite is the rustic one with the fingers because it looks really cute for me, just like that. So I'm gonna show you one more, and then I will take my time and fold the rest off. Just like that. And then we're gonna seal these up. Natalie said she liked when I do them with a fork better. So I'm gonna do some with the fork, and I'm gonna do some with my fingers. So I'm Gonna make Natalie happy, and I'm gonna make myself happy as well. So just like that. So with a little drop of yellow food coloring, I'm gonna add some milk in there just to brush the top of these pastry. Just a little drop. So we're gonna lightly brush these because when they finish, it's gonna have a beautiful color on top. This is optional. You can do this with an egg wash as well. Today I'm just gonna do it with the milk so we can have that nice, beautiful, bright finish. So these are already brushed and ready to go. My oven is preheated for 350 degrees. We're gonna put them in for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're done. So my corn mutton pie is finished. Look how beautiful they look. I'm just gonna plate them up and dig into one just now. They're very hot, just came out of the oven. So I'm gonna let it cool down for a bit before I try them. They look lovely, like Jamaican patties. So hope I inspire somebody to give this recipe a try. So look how perfect these are cooked. Very nice brown on the bottom and really beautifully done on the top. It's very hot at the moment. So let's dive in. Even though it's very hot, I'm still gonna go in for it. It's hot, I can't even break it. Let's wait, Natalie. Okay, let's go. And the pastry is very flaky and steam is coming out. I'm gonna bite into one of these and let you all know. I see a piece of pepper here, so I'm gonna take my first bite with that piece of pepper. The filling is hot, the pastry is flaky, and the filling is very delicious. I bite into the sweet piece, such a nice flavor, and that hot pepper really complemented well. I'm gonna take one more bite, but it's super hot. To enjoy it, I like when it's cooled down a little. With a nice cup of tea tonight, this is gonna work well even for breakfast and great for a snack. So cheers to all my US friends and family. Happy 4th of July. To the rest of my YouTube friends and family, sending hugs, love and kisses. Thank you all so much for your love and encouragement. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys soon.